Welcome to a Pedagogy Premieres video on the Circle of Viewpoints thinking routine, taken from the Making Thinking Visible text. This video will help us on how to promote engagement, understanding and independence for all of our learners and allow them to dig deeper into ideas. We all have our own personalised views and perspectives of the things we learn in school. This routine focuses on perspective taking. Before one can develop skills at perspective taking, one must be able to identify the different perspectives present that are different from our own. It's all too easy to fall into the pattern of viewing things from one's own perspective and sometimes even being oblivious to alternative viewpoints. When you are seated in a circle, around a table or in a theatre, it is easy to grasp the idea that those sitting somewhere else in that circle will literally have a different view of the goings-on. Using this physical model as a springboard, the Project Zero group developed the Circle of Viewpoints routine to help students with the process of identifying different perspectives and viewpoints on an issue, event or topic that they might then explore further. The effectiveness of this routine depends on having source material that invites exploration from many different viewpoints. Therefore, an image, story, issue or topic that is rich with characters and possibilities lends itself immediately to considering the many and diverse viewpoints as opposed to something simplistic and obvious. The thinking routine text outlines a really clear 6-step process to implement this thinking routine. Step 1 is all about setup. In introducing the source material, either an image, story, issue, event or topic, be sure and provide plenty of time for its examination. This may involve looking closely at the image or asking questions of clarification about an event. At the conclusion of this initial examination, identify and name the topic or topics that the class will be trying to understand better through this routine. Write the topic or issue on the board or on chart paper. You'll also need to decide if this will be an oral activity, one in which your learners make simple notes of their ideas, or a more formal written task. Keep in mind though that younger students often produce less in writing than they can in an informal discussion due to the demands of writing. Step 2 and 3 are where our learners will identify and generate a list of viewpoints. Students can identify actors and groups not immediately present in the story or image, but are affected by the image. This can involve thinking forward to the future as well as in the present. These can be recorded in a circle around the listed topic or issue. You would then select a viewpoint to explore. Ask students to select a viewpoint that they want to explore by working in small groups. You might ask that each select a different viewpoint to explore to create a richer and more complex exploration of the topic or issue. Step 4 and 5 is all about using questions and prompts to generate curiosity about the different perspectives. Ask students to take on the character of their viewpoint and describe the topic from this new perspective. Some questions you might want to use are: what does this person or character think about the event or situation? What is their take on it? Why do they think this? Give learners time to think about and imagine what the person or thing could be considering. This think time may involve taking notes or more formal recordings of ideas, or it may just be done mentally. Step 5 is all about asking your learners to imagine what this person or thing might be puzzled or curious about and create a question from this viewpoint, as if the person or thing was asking this question aloud. Again, you would want to provide time to generate and record some ideas. Some example prompts could be: a question I have from this viewpoint is, and have the learners complete the sentence. The final step of this routine is all about sharing thinking. Decide whether sharing will happen in small groups or as a whole class. Initially though, a whole group will provide everyone with lots of models and give you a chance to assess everyone's efforts. Ask each person to introduce that person's viewpoint, state their thinking from that viewpoint, and their questions. Document the main threads that permeate the discussion, particularly noting the differences in viewpoints. The Circle of Viewpoints routine helps learners to identify different perspectives that could be present in or affected by what we have just read, seen or heard. It allows them to explain their reasoning, ask questions from a different perspective. This thinking routine comes from the Making Thinking Visible text. You can also get detailed examples on how it looks like in a classroom at the following website. Thank you for watching this video on the Circle of Viewpoints thinking routine.